Both of them, of course, undefeated records. Both still so young as professionals.
From Brixton, the undefeated Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte. Commonwealth heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua.
Hey fellas, spoke to you both in the dressing room. You both know what I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both you want your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Seconds out, first round.
Officially for the Commonwealth and the vacant British title. But an awful lot on the line.
Jabbing, and we have to see.
Joshua nails him with a left hand. Whyte in trouble already. The legs looked a little bit unsteady for a moment there. Was the
See him outboxing Joshua for any great length of time. He's got to use his power and try and get Joshua. Joshua hasn't been tested.
He's got this for much longer. Can he even get through the first round?
Joshua's got a big smile on his face as he walks him down.
Can't miss him, can he? Whyte just swinging. Wants revenge for that defeat in the amateurs. And they've
He's not set himself properly. A great shot from
Sees
Joshua.
that right hand coming.
Yeah, he can't get into this kind of fight with Joshua. He's got to stay behind the
Just
jab.
get the sense at any second something could go off here. And again
great
a
shot.
wobble. Again it was the left.
Good
Then a
shot by
right comes
Joshua.
through. Joshua sticks his tongue out at Whyte. Whyte
Now jabbing, he was looking to establish the jab, but Joshua's now caught him. And we'll see how his mentality changes. Of course, we know he can box, but at least what I'm saying is, if Dillian Whyte can keep using the jab, it'll keep
nailed him
Joshua
again
busy.
with one of those left hands. For the second time, it's lurking at him with contempt.
Joshua is just in a different level from Whyte, and there's no getting away from that.
Wide swinging hooks of his. Let's see what happens. But at the moment, Joshua very watchful.
I was like that. Whyte came out jabbing.
Whyte is starting to come apart here already.
Whyte's got a hold. Whyte's got a hold. He's got a hold.
He's not doing it. He can't do it. He's still got nearly 45 seconds to get through here.
Paulie, you know, that's not what he's good. He's a powerhouse that gets people out of there. And I really don't see him.
It seems like he's got cleared some of the cobwebs. He got out of the round.
Okay. Well, that was Joshua hitting after the bell and Whyte not having any of it. Whyte's lost control. Whyte has lost control completely. And what's happening here? Everybody's in the ring. Everybody.
But at least he's got to keep Joshua busy. If he's putting a jab on Joshua, Joshua can't set up his hurtful punches. At the end of that first round, he was risking losing control of this fight.
Yeah.
I like what he's doing right now.
And both boxers were at fault for what happened, don't forget. And again, Joshua can't shift him. And then a switch from body to head again from Joshua. Whyte trying to do just that. Joshua, big right uppercut, followed up with a straight left. The legs wobbled again.
Kind of heavy-legged Joshua. As I say, he's never had to fight like this before. And I wonder if all that kind of muscle-bound stuff.
Yeah, and I think he's looking. He's not able to set up his own offense if he's being jabbed at, and he's got to be defensive on the jab.
Again, a look downstairs from Dillian Whyte.
Nice body shot. He won you that Olympic gold medal.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots that Whyte got him with earlier. They've both been shaken. Of a fight that had plenty of nastiness attached to it already. And it spilled out there after the bell.
You see what happens? He's tried a few times already.
And part of this is for a little bit easier for Joshua is that Whyte has slowed down. And he just tried to launch an assault there. It's certainly the notion that he can blast his way through Dillian Whyte has gone. He's having to pick his shots, and he's doing just that. This is a really good round for Joshua.
Yeah, he's timing his punches so much.
I don't know if you'd agree with this. Dillian Whyte has already shown enough to suggest he could well be a force. He's still very young himself in the pro game. Here comes Joshua again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in a couple of rounds, he was doing not too bad himself. A fair bit of damage, Whyte. It's been a terrific effort.
Fatiguing and taking those body shots. Will his power be the same? We'll find out.
Well, you keep talking about the jab, Paulie. That's there for Dillian Whyte all night because Joshua's head moved through Dillian Whyte's defenses. Again, Whyte soaking it all up.
Now, these were just kind of arm punches that Whyte was throwing there. I think he's really going to have to take chances because he is not going to get himself into this fight any other way.
But can you take a chance against Anthony Joshua?
He's got to get off the ropes right now. Establish the length.
Joshua has never been in this
again.
situation before. He's never had to fight. He's been caught maybe high on the head, but not the chin.
Joshua's starting to try to get the timing on
Best
it.
shots already, and is still there.
One thing I don't like Joshua's doing is allowing Whyte to be first constantly. You want to be first. Like, use the jab first. You know, it's always Whyte initiating. That's the question. Although give Dillian Whyte credit too with the chin he's got.
He's got a terrific chin. Another potential contender in this division.
I agree. He's made a name for himself tonight, no matter how this fight ends.
Tag there with a beautiful...
Thinking what he's doing now.
Yeah, I think he's settled into the fact that this fight will go rounds, so he's got to maintain a game plan and be smart.
That's much better again from Joshua. Terrific counters. Animated in the Whyte corner.
Just too stiff, Jim. He's too stiff with his, even when he throws that jab. Anthony Joshua's just a bit too stiff.
He just keeps pumping the little punches up. They're not as powerful as Joshua.
He's back in business these days.
Joshua in round two. They're catching that right hand, the jab, and throwing the left hook, but Joshua was smart enough to catch it.
That accuracy and that hand speed are back for Joshua now. These combinations are ripping through.
And he's doing a good job of getting off the numbers of punches.
And Whyte is breathing very, very heavily now.
And I think Whyte is kind of volunteering to
Get through all this stuff, he's in shape.
Incredible that Whyte is still there. Joshua not letting him off the hook. Howard Foster having
the other guy's power. Then it's just a matter of time, and I think that's the problem for Whyte at the moment. Joshua can come through his power, come through
You can mix your shots, vary your offense. You can have that trickery and keep your guy guessing. See what he's doing, trying to put a jab to the stomach so Joshua lowers his hands and then put the right hand up to the head.
Joshua's timing his punches much better in this round. His timing was pretty non-existent in the previous round, but this is better.
But he still hasn't got rid of Whyte. Slow, methodical now.
Yeah, I think Joshua's got his mind back on the job. I think earlier he thought the job was done. He was a little bit careless, but I think now he knows.
Well, Whyte hasn't gone as far as proving Joshua's a fake yet. Not at all. Again, a slip from the legs as Joshua took. Yes, Joshua picking all the good shots at the moment. Whyte not throwing back much at all.
Yeah, Joshua's keeping him at the range that he wants him at.
Just a second ago, Whyte tried the same shot that one.
Rocked by that big right hand. Joshua looking to size him up. Gets another right hand through. Whyte looking to try and hold. Lands a right hand of his own. Terrific response against him. Off with those big, solid shots of his.
I'd like to see Joshua return the jab, though. You know, right? I think Joshua's too reliant on the power shot.
Pressed his chin out, and Whyte's done that.
Big right hand from Whyte.
He was like a wounded animal, back to the ropes. He had nowhere to go, nothing to do except fight, and he threw a big shot.
And it landed the body. He sunk 2 or 3 really good left hooks into the midsection. Clearly hurt Joshua. Good hand speed there from Whyte.
Yeah, and just Whyte has remained disciplined on his game plan. When you have the kind of power Joshua has, sometimes you can stray from the plan, although you'd like to see him stay disciplined. But Whyte has to stay disciplined all the time.
Well, I don't think Joshua likes where this is going. Now, can Whyte keep this up?
Now, another question. We've never seen Joshua go this many rounds as a fight progresses.
Still scoring. Again, Whyte soaks it up straight back in front of him. Did you see that? Right back in his face.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up that mental edge. I'll tell you what, even if Joshua's not throwing the thunder that he was before, he's still boxing nicely in spots.
Well, it's a massive learning experience this for both of them, isn't it? It really is. Neither of them have had it easy tonight. And it's been pretty easy for both of them thus far.
Oh, good body
A
shot.
couple of rounds ago as well. He looks incredible. That was low.
It was. Just to amplify what you were saying, Whyte is really struggling to land clean, isn't he? Charting territory too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, they're both new territory for both of them.
Yeah. Really being put through the mill here by Dillian Whyte.
Obviously the round where he hurt
Oh,
the
he's
shot.
got him.
Terrific.
Finally got him. Is this the breakthrough? Whyte looking to hold on.
This time he is holding, unlike he did in round one.
Pinned him in a neutral corner, then took him back, settled him down. And what's Banks said, just to calm Dillian Whyte down, and as you said, Paul, he starts off with the jab.
And he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Concentration is so important here, especially in the heavyweight division.
And it's Whyte that's shown a bit of
Joshua.
He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble. Massive turnaround here. White going for it.
White's got to be careful not to punch himself out, though.
He's never worked up a sweat before. He's being dragged into something here, and it's Dillian Whyte that's doing the dragging at the moment. Solid left hand to start with from Joshua.
I think with the power that Joshua has, it's more important for Whyte in this combination. So.
Better again from Joshua. But again, he talked to Anthony Joshua and got the sense that AJ wanted some rounds, but I'm sure Carl would agree he didn't want them quite like this. This is torrid. His body language looked terrible, as you say. He's refocused at least.
Yeah, he re-energized himself, you know. Sometimes you got to make the adjustment. That's part of it. He keeps Joshua on the defensive in some ways, and at least it keeps Joshua from setting up his own powerful punches.
Well, Jonathan Banks did a great job.
White jabs at him. Joshua's maintaining his distance. That way he's able to counter back like that.
Dillian Whyte threatening to unravel here. But Joshua's picking him off as the guard drops a solid. Gets it. Decent straight jab from Joshua as well. But Whyte grits his teeth, soaks it up. He's really in this thing.
It's actually not accurate in my scorecard. I actually have given Whyte 2 rounds. I think we'll need to adjust that.
Just be rhythmic with it. Use that jab, use the feints with it. The way Whyte was actually doing.
Paulie, I think Joshua came out for the second round thinking the job was done. And it wasn't.
Not finding it too easy to tag him at the moment. But Whyte, to his commendable credit, keeps firing back every time he does get tagged.
See what it opens up for you. You know, you gotta use that jab right there. You know, maybe it'll open up the big shot eventually. I think he's thinking too much about the big shot.
Look at his breathing, guys. He's blowing. This is a guy that's never been any kind of cohesiveness at all. Whyte then does land a right-hand counter because it was Joshua was horribly short with his attack as well.
It's better than a couple of rounds ago. This is a real good job he's doing now.
You can tell from his body language that he's and that can play the mind games too. You can see what kind of reactions you get from Anthony Joshua.
Don't forget, Paulie, in a few seconds, you wondered about Joshua's power and how that would hold up, Paulie. You wonder what kind of power Whyte is still carrying at this stage. And again, Joshua in control, but far from comfortable.
And we're only halfway through.
Let's look now.
But as long as Whyte returns fire once in a while,
which he is doing, but look at the legs. There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
He's hurt. The way he went down.
Surely no way up here for Dillian Whyte. It's stopped. It's over. Dramatic and unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 27 seconds, round number 7. The winner by knockout victory, heavyweight champion, the fighting pride of the UK, Joshua Anthony Joshua.